Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into another edition of Keytime Sports. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Keytime Sports right here on YouTube, Key City Sports on Instagram, and the Key on Millions.co. It's week 6 of the NFL season, which kicks off tonight. And our first game that I will be covering is the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. So, Philadelphia Eagles, they are going through adversity right now. They lost to the Denver Broncos last weekend on Sunday. This week, all throughout the week, couple of players, allegedly Devontae Smith and AJ Brown, has been questioning the offensive play calling. And when it comes to Jalen Hurts, everybody is questioning what Jalen Hurts does. But I see this as a game where the Eagles rushing Saquon Barkley, the Eagles offense as a whole, they're due for a breakout game this game. And as far as the New York Giants, we already know that their season is in turmoil already because we know that they are not competent when it comes to their offense. Defensively, they're doing their best. Offensively, you have Jackson Dart, who is a great cornerstone, but that offensive line is not going to do great. It's not. And in this game, I expect this game to be a blowout. I do. Now, I always say when it comes to when it comes to division rivals, it's always going to be close. But if there was a division game where it could go against the grain and be a blowout, this would be the game. So as of right now, the Philadelphia Eagles are a 6.5 point favorite according to ESPN Sports Bet. The Giants, they don't have no wide receivers, no tight ends, no tight ends that anybody should be focused on, and Malik Neighbors, he's out for the rest of the season. You only have Jackson Dart, and for the Giants, just get prepared for the future. You already have Jackson Dart, so get a formidable offensive line to help him out. But all in all, I got the Eagles winning this game. There is a low percentage that there will be an upset tonight, but anything can happen on any given day when it comes to football. The next game I'm going to cover, we have another early morning start, 2 hours Sunday in the NFL. It is the Broncos and the New York Jets in London at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. You got the Broncos and the New York Jets. New York Jets, they're 0-5. There's a statistic, and this is true, that the New York Jets defense through 5 games has 0 takeaways for the first time since 1933 in NFL history. So that is a unfathomable stat. As far as the Broncos concerned, Broncos, they go into Philly last weekend, get a win, and now they are playing against a team that is a below average team in the Jets. When it comes to the Jets offense, we already know that they are at times they're good. We already know that the Jets are work in progress with Aaron Glenn at the helm. So we already know that. So the Jets, I said coming into the season, the Jets may be a playoff team. I was just going off of what Aaron Glenn was saying in the offseason, but now we already know that it is going to be 15 years that the New York Jets have not made the playoffs, the longest drought in Northern American sports in the four major sports leagues. So now the New York Jets, work in progress. Aaron Glenn, he's trying to build a culture there. He is. Now, everybody, it translates back to what Aaron Glenn was talking about with Detroit. Everybody remembers Dan Campbell, his first season with the Detroit Lions. They started off 0-10, won their first game in week 11, and then all of a sudden, that's when the winning culture started to take form, and you see where the Detroit Lions are right now. Is that the same thing that is going to happen in New York? It remains to be seen, but as of right now, it is not looking good. I don't know how many games the Jets are going to win this year. I don't. And before the start of the season, I had the Jets winning 7 games. Now, I don't even think they can win 7. They can be able to win 3, 4. But only reason why I said 7 was because they had some favorable matchups at the start of the season. They did. As far as the Broncos, Sean Payton, Bo Nix, that defense is in the top 15. I expect the defense to have a good day. And Justin Fields, there's a statistic, and I said this earlier this week. If you want to find out what I said about Justin Fields earlier this week, go to my YouTube shorts and you will see that statistic for Justin Fields. Now, let me get back to the Broncos. Broncos are a team right now. With a win, they could have sole possession of the AFC West. And that means you will have the Broncos first place in the AFC West after 5 games. After 6 games. Then you have the Chargers second place. Kansas City in third. If the Broncos win this game. Because the Chargers, they have the Dolphins, and the Chiefs this week have the Lions in Arrowhead. So there could be a lot of shifting when it comes to the AFC West come Monday morning when we get here. But as of right now, the Broncos are on a trajectory to make the playoffs. Now, can they win in the playoffs? Obviously, that remains to be seen. But as of right now, I got the Denver Broncos winning this game on Sunday. The next game I'm going to cover, the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis Colts, I could see them blowing out the Arizona Cardinals because Kyler Murray, he may start and he may not. You have all of this turmoil that is happening out there in the desert right now when it comes to Jonathan Gannon as the head coach. Everybody is questioning his record, and this is his 3rd year. And when he's down at halftime, after halftime, he is 4-23 when it comes to halftime deficits and trying to win the game after halftime. So Jonathan Gannon is not doing himself any favors. Kyler Murray isn't doing himself any favors. James Conner, he is injured, so he is not coming back this season. And as far as the Arizona Cardinals, early point in the season, after the first 2 games, they were in a 3-way tie for first place. Since then, they have lost games on the last second. Every game by a field goal. Field goal to the 49ers, field goal to the Titans, and a field goal to the Seahawks. And it may be a blowout in Indiana this weekend. But all in all, the Indianapolis Colts defense is top 15. Exactly The Colts defense is number 11th in the NFL right now. They are only allowing over 290 yards per game. 290 yards per game. And as far as points concerned, they're only allowing 19 points per game. So the Colts, I'm not going to say that they are a contender just yet. Daniel Jones, he's playing pretty good. That moniker, that Indiana Jones moniker, is starting to gain traction. The Colts may be a formidable playoff opponent, and the Colts may have a chance to get home field advantage throughout the AFC playoffs. Now, this is just week 5. We have a whole lot of season left, but that is what everything is pointing to after just 5 weeks. I got the Colts winning this game over the Cardinals. The next game I'm going to cover is the LA Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. I got the Chargers winning this game. I'm not going to go into a big spiel about how the Chargers are better than the Dolphins, because we already know that the Chargers are better than the Dolphins. Justin Herbert, he is the better quarterback. Chargers have the better running back, the better tight end, better defense, better special teams, better defense. And the Dolphins are pretty much of a shell of themselves. You got Mike McDaniel. He is going in and out of conferences every week saying the exact same thing, saying that to win games, you got to learn how not to lose games in order to win them. This is the 3rd year of the Mike McDaniel experiment. This is something that he should have been saying the first year when it comes to these guys. You got Tyreek Hill, he is out for the season. You got Tua Tagovailoa, who is going through a tough time right now when it comes to as far as his gameplay. The players don't have no. It seems like the players, when it comes to the Dolphins, it seems like that their confidence is shaken. Now, when it comes to that game they had last week, I was very skeptical of picking them, and I eventually ended up going with the Panthers. In a surprise to myself, I picked an underdog last week. This week, Dolphins are an underdog. I don't see the Dolphins winning this game. I see the Chargers coming off of their bye week, going down to South Florida and getting a win and keeping pace with the top teams in the AFC. The next game I'm going to cover is the New England Patriots and the New Orleans Saints. I like what I'm seeing from Drake May. There was a statistic, and there was an article I was looking at that says that Drake May is on the same, he has the same career trajectory as Tom Brady. Now, this is just over the first 18 starts of his career. Drake May, he's got the same amount of passing yards, touchdowns, and the same amount of wins in his first career 18 games, just like Tom Brady did. Now, that's not saying that he gonna win 7 or 8 championships, but the Patriots, I said this last season, the Patriots have their quarterback for the future in Drake May. He came from North Carolina, and North Carolina, I'm gonna save my North Carolina spiel for a short video. I'm gonna say that, but as of right now, for the New England Patriots, I got the New England Patriots winning this game. As of right now, they are a 3.5-point favorite. I could see the New England Patriots winning this game by 10 points or more, because we all know that the New Orleans Saints are a work in progress. This is a rebuilding year for them. And need I say it, the Patriots, a team that I said before the season started that could make the playoffs, they're looking pretty good right now. And with this win, they'll be 4-2 after 6 games. Now the Patriots, they do have a tough schedule. They do have a tough schedule at the end of the season. But with what I'm seeing from Drake May, I think that the Patriots, they'll be able to get wins. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see this schedule? This is pretty much an easy schedule. I can say this because the New England Patriots, now they have the New Orleans Saints. Okay, we got that. Tennessee, we all know what Tennessee is. Cleveland is a work in progress. Atlanta, they are still one of those teams that we still trying to figure out who Atlanta is. Is Atlanta a playoff contender or are they a pretender? Then you have Tampa Bay, which is a playoff contender. You got the New York Jets. We all know that in the Big Apple right now, both New York teams ain't doing nothing. You got the Jets and Giants, the Cincinnati Bengals. You have Buffalo, Week 15 in Foxborough. That might be a big game for the AFC East standings when it comes to winning the AFC East. You have Baltimore. How good is Baltimore going to be by the time Week 16 get here? We don't know that. Then you have the Jets. We all know that the Jets are bad. Then you have Miami to end the season. And Miami is a bad team right now. So the New England Patriots are going to make the playoffs this year. By the way, with this remaining schedule, I could see the Patriots winning 7 or 8 games. I could see them doing that and going to the playoffs and possibly getting a first round win in the wild card. So that's what I see from the Patriots. And as far as the Patriots in this game, I had the Patriots winning versus the New Orleans Saints. The next game I'm going to cover is the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers, please don't mess this game up. Because this is a game where the Steelers should win. Now, we already know that this game is going to be close no matter what. No matter what. I don't know how it is, but always with the AFC North opponents, no matter what team they play, the Browns, they could play the Steelers, they could play the Bengals, or they could play the Ravens. It's always going to be close. The Browns' defense is pretty much legit. It is. I know that it's a lot of people forget that Myles Garrett is probably still on that team because we are just so focused on the quarterback position when it comes to the Cleveland Browns. And with the Pittsburgh Steelers right now, they are the leaders in the AFC North. If I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers right now and if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm saying to myself, we're leading right now in the division. These next 5 games, let's win all 5 of these games and put this thing out of reach. That way we can already start looking forward to the playoffs. That's what they need to. That's what the Steelers need to do because the Steelers, nobody else in the AFC North has more momentum right now than the Steelers. Cincinnati, they just traded for Joe Flacco and got Joe Flacco. The Browns, they have Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson, he is still injured. He may be back towards week 8, week 9. And the Steelers, they have Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers, he is playing decent. I have to give him credit. Last couple of weeks, he's been playing decent. And I expect Aaron Rodgers to play decent on Sunday versus the Browns. Give me the Steelers in this game. The next game I am going to cover is the Dallas Cowboys versus the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers running back Rico Dowdle. He was on the Cowboys last season, got traded in the offseason, and I'm already hearing he's already said that he has something to prove to the Dallas Cowboys and the Dallas Cowboy fans. As of right now, the Dallas Cowboys are a 3.5 point favorite. Dallas Cowboys have the number one offense, like I've been saying all year. Let's see if the Dallas Cowboys defense can somehow hold the 25th ranked 25th ranked offense in the NFL. Let's see if they can keep them under wraps. Let's see if the Dallas Cowboys can neutralize Bryce Young. Let's see if the Dallas Cowboys can neutralize Rico Dowdle. Dallas Cowboys, they've had a tough time stopping the run and the pass. And you have the Panthers coming off of a game that a lot of people were surprised that they won. Me, myself, I was surprised that they won. And I picked the Panthers over the Dolphins last week. Cowboys, y'all know I love the Cowboys. I'm a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. Matt Eberflus. The Dallas defense. Can we have a game like we had against the Jets, Dallas defense? Can we? Because I don't even have to worry about the Dallas Cowboys offense. We already know that Dak Prescott, he is going to take care of the ball. We already know that the wide receivers, George Pickens, he is going to do okay. Jalen Tolbert, he is going to do okay. Ferguson, the tight end, Ferguson, he is going to do okay. We all know that, but it's about that defense. Now let's see what the Dallas Cowboys defense can do. I got the Dallas Cowboys winning this game over the Panthers. It will be by a touchdown or more. It will be. The next game I'm going to cover, and this is one of the big early games for week 6 in the NFL. The Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It has been a good week. It has been a good week for the Jaguars. Monday night, you showed the whole entire world that you are able to beat an upper echelon team in the Chiefs. And you're 4-1 for the first time in 18 years. Last time Jaguars were 4-1 was 2007. They ended up making the playoffs then. And now the Jaguars offense is 12th in the NFL right now. 12th. So they're doing good. The Seattle Seahawks, another team that has a quarterback, Sam Darnold. We all know that Sam Darnold seems like he's been an NFL career journeyman. He has resurrected his career. But this game, it is going to be close no matter what. It is. Trevor Lawrence, one thing about him is gave him credit last week for the win over the Chiefs. This week, I expect the Jaguars to win. Can't turn the ball over though. Cannot turn the ball over, can't fumble the ball, because the Seahawks defense, after they start getting the ball from interceptions from the quarterbacks, their offense can score quickly off of turnovers. They can. Now, the Jaguars, they were underdogs in this game before they won Monday night. Now they are favorites because they won Monday night over the Kansas City Chiefs. Jaguars, I believe that the Jaguars, this is a new version of the Jaguars that we haven't seen before. Jaguars have never started out 5-1 ever in franchise history. They have a chance to do so on Sunday, and I believe that they are going to do it. I do. I got the Jaguars winning this game. As of right now, the Jaguars are a underdog, a 1.5 point underdog. See, yesterday, I'm going to say this. Yesterday, the Jaguars were a favorite. Now they are an underdog. So Las Vegas, they messing with us a little bit when it comes to the betting odds on it, because everybody was on the Jaguars after the game, after Monday night beating the Chiefs, and now it seems like everybody is trying to give the Jaguars a little bit of a reality check when it comes to not being the favorite in this game, even though the Jaguars are at home. So I got the Jaguars winning that game in an upset. The next game I'm going to cover is the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens, is there much hope for the Ravens right now? I mean, I know they're holding out for Lamar Jackson to get back, but if the Ravens lose 2 more games, the season is pretty much over. History tells you that the season is already over with the Ravens, because never in their franchise history have they been 1-4 and made it to the playoffs. Never. Never. So this game, I got the Rams by default, because I don't know what I'm going to see from Cooper Rush, and the Ravens offense looks anemic. It does. I hope Lamar Jackson comes back as soon as possible, because that's the only reason why I'm holding out hope for the Ravens this season. The next game I'm going to cover, the 4 o'clock slate of games. We in the 4 o'clock slate of games right now. The Tennessee Titans and the Las Vegas Raiders. Geno Smith for the Las Vegas Raiders. He is another interception throwing machine, just like Trevor Lawrence. But he has been worse than Trevor Lawrence in these games this season. You know that Geno Smith, he's got 10 interceptions and 7 touchdown passes. He is going backwards. His stats are going backwards. For the Raiders, Ashton Genty, they still trying to put him in the fold. He really hasn't took over a game yet when it comes to running, because all of a sudden the Raiders, it seems like in every game that I look at this season, they're down. Even the game that they won, they were down, and they had to come from behind to get that comeback win. And the Tennessee Titans, Cam Ward, only thing I can say about him is he's starting to progress. He's starting to progress in a good quarterback and in the franchise quarterback that the Titans envision him to be. So this game is pretty much anybody's game. But if I had to pick a winner in this game, it would be the Las Vegas Raiders, because, you know, some weeks, some bad teams luck up and get a win. The Titans last week, they lucked up and got a win against the Cardinals. I don't see that happening this week. I just don't. The next game I'm going to cover is the Cincinnati Bengals and Green Bay Packers. Cincinnati Bengals starting quarterback Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco, he was traded earlier this week from the Cleveland Browns to the Cincinnati Bengals. And the last time the Joe Flacco led Browns played, he won versus the Packers. Now he's playing the Packers again. And the Packers just came off of a bye week. So let's see what the Packers can do. But obviously, I don't have the Bengals winning this game. I think that Joe Flacco, he just coming in. He's going to be the starter, but the Bengals are just trying to salvage the season because they are 2-3 right now. And if they lose 2 more games, that'll be 2-5. So Bengals season is pretty much hanging by a thread at this point. And they're putting all their chips in the Joe Flacco basket to try and see if the Bengals can not make it to the playoffs, but still be in the conversation. With Joe Flacco, if he plays 7 or 8 games, and I'm going to say win maybe 4 or 5 of those 8 games, then the Bengals, they have something to work with because they are still holding out hope that Joe Burrow can come back in early December. But do I think Joe Burrow is going to come back in early December? I hope so. But it is very unlikely that the Bengals will still be in the playoff conversation come December. The next game I'm going to cover is the 49ers and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay is doing pretty good right now. Baker Mayfield, he is 3rd on the list of MVP in the running for the MVP. The defense for the Buccaneers is doing great. They are 10th right now in the NFL. The 49ers, they are doing great. Kyle Shanahan, I got to give credit where credit is due with Kyle Shanahan because no matter what quarterback leads the 49ers, it seems like they can always get a win no matter what. And on the road, the 49ers, they are becoming some road warriors because they haven't lost a road game all season. They haven't lost a road game all season and have only lost 1 game at home throughout the early part of the season. But this is Tampa Bay we talking about. Tampa Bay got a good defense. Tampa Bay got some good corners. Antonio Winfield Jr., Antoine Winfield Jr., he is also the best cornerback that the Buccaneers have. In this game, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this game. I do. Because now let me tell y'all something. The last couple of times the 49ers and the Buccaneers have won, it has gone down to the wire. And as of right now, I see where Baker Mayfield, he is just the first 5 games of this season, Baker Mayfield, he has just been on a tear. He's been on a tear, and he has also had a great offensive repertoire. He has thrown a couple of interceptions here and there, but they haven't cost the team the game yet. I got the Buccaneers winning over the 49ers. Sunday Night Football, the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. We all know Detroit Lions are led by Jared Goff. They have Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery. The defensive line, they have They have Aiden Hutchinson, all of those guys, but you have the Chiefs. Chiefs are 2-3 right now, and the Chiefs need this game to keep pace with, I'm going to say, everybody in just the AFC West alone. I'm not talking about the big AFC playoff picture right now. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, he has got to shake off that interception, and I'm pretty sure he is going to shake off that interception that he threw Monday night. As far as penalties when it comes to the Chiefs, that offensive lineman for the Chiefs, number 74, Jonathan Taylor, he is the most penalized offensive lineman in the NFL right now. It's ridiculous. He's gotten 12 penalties. 12 penalties, and we're not even halfway done through the season yet. So the Chiefs, they got to work on him some kind of way. They do. They have to work on him. And also, the Chiefs defense. They've given up some penalties too. It's uncharacteristic. Uncharacteristically speaking, the Chiefs are 2-3. This is the first time since this show has started that my confidence is wavering with the Chiefs. And y'all know me. Y'all know I love Patrick Mahomes. I love Travis Kelce. Taylor, I got the Swifties with me. Swifties, y'all still there? Y'all still there? We gonna be okay, Swiftie fans. The Swifties, we gonna be okay. We just going through a lot of bumps in the road right now when it comes to our Chiefs. But I am still here. Keytime Sports is still here, still giving y'all confidence and to make these predictions for y'all so y'all can still be confident in the Chiefs. This game Sunday night, I expect Travis Kelce to have a game. I expect Patrick Mahomes to have a game. I expect the running backs for the Chiefs to have a game. Isaiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt. I expect Xavier Worthy to have a good game. I expect Rashee Rice, who is coming off of his suspension, to have a good game. Well, not necessarily a good game, but they are going to put him in the fold when it comes to the offense. But the Chiefs, 3-3 looks a whole lot better than 2-4. Because with the Chiefs' remaining schedule, I'm going to tell y'all something. The Chiefs are in uncharted waters right now. When y'all see this remaining schedule, they have Detroit Sunday night. Then you have Vegas. Vegas, they going to get a win there. You got Washington. Could be. That game could go either way. You got Buffalo in Buffalo. Now that game could go either way. Then you have Denver after your bye week. You got the Colts. Then you got my Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. And I am ready. I am ready for that game. Have some good old turkey, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, the whole pigsty. The whole pigsty. And we get the Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. What else? What else could you want for Thanksgiving? But also, you got Houston. We still don't know who Houston is. You got the Chargers. Chargers beat you in week 1. Tennessee. We don't know who Tennessee is, but we know that Tennessee will not make it to the playoffs. Then you have Denver. Another playoff contender. And you have Las Vegas to finish out the season. So, if the Chiefs can somehow go on I'm going to say a 5-6 game winning streak and have everybody, have every Chiefs fan, popping out their chest, that would be good. But the Washington Commanders, they hold that is a tough ask to try and stop Jaden Daniels 4 downs, because Jaden Daniels, he is a quarterback. He doesn't mind going for it on 4th down. If it was up to him, he said that he would go for it on 4th down every play. Every play. But that's the remaining schedule. for the Chiefs. And like I said at the start of the season, in the AFC, for anybody else to be the AFC champion, you got to beat the Chiefs. Now, we already done had 3 teams to beat the Chiefs. Can those 3 teams that have beat the Chiefs, are they going to be the new AFC champion? It all remains to be seen. It all remains to be seen. And for Monday Night Football, we have 2 games on the schedule. Now, I hope both of these games are good, because I don't want to experience what I experienced a couple weeks ago, covering 2 Monday Night Football games and not being excited for either one of them. Either one of them. But I can say that I am going to be excited for both games, because you have, for the Buffalo Bills, you got Josh Allen, you got Michael Penix Jr. in that first slot, in the 7-15 slot. Then you have Caleb Williams. I'm trying to get Caleb Williams on the show, everybody. When it comes to Caleb Williams, he is starting to progress exponentially fast. He is, because from last season, we all knew that he was a work in progress last season. Now he has an offensive coordinator, and now the Bears, they have averaged 24 points in every game this season. They've scored at least 24 points in every game this season. Excuse me. The Washington Commanders, they have scored 26 points in every game this season. Jaden Daniels is back from injury. This is going to be an entertaining game. Josh Allen and the Falcons are going to be an entertaining game. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills when it comes to that game versus the Falcons, because Falcons defense, not good against the pass and certainly not good against the run. So I got the Bills winning over the Falcons. And for the last game of week 6, the Bears versus Commanders, I got the Commanders winning this game. The Bears defense, I don't know what it is, but when it comes to the Bears going on the road, they don't have the same type of defense when they are at home. It's a tale of 2 defenses when it comes to the Bears on the road. The Bears defense, they're going to have a tough night trying to defend Jaden Daniels already. So I got the Commanders winning this game. And bye weeks. We got 2 teams on bye weeks this week, the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. And that rounds out my week 6 predictions and odds. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Keytime Sports right here on YouTube. Key City Sports on Instagram. The Key on Millions.co. And remember, everybody, one last thing. The Key is always on time.